What can you really eat with just $10 around the world? The answer might surprise you. In one country, $10 can buy you a hearty meal, a refreshing drink, dessert, and even leave you with some change. In another, the same $10 might only cover a single cup of coffee. Why is there such a huge difference? Today, we're traveling across the globe to compare food prices in different countries and discover where your money goes the furthest. Let's begin. Our first stop is Vietnam. For millions of travelers, Vietnam isn't just famous for breathtaking landscapes or friendly people. It's also one of the world's greatest destinations for affordable food. Walk through almost any city, and you'll immediately notice something special. Street food is everywhere: tiny plastic chairs, the smell of grilled meat, fresh herbs, hot bowls of noodles served within minutes. And surprisingly, most meals cost less than $3. A delicious bowl of pho usually costs between $2 and $3. A freshly made banh mi sandwich often costs less than $2. A traditional Vietnamese coffee costs around $1. With only $10, you could enjoy breakfast, lunch, coffee, and still have enough money left for dessert. That's one reason why Vietnam consistently ranks among the best value destinations for international tourists. Now, let's fly across the Pacific Ocean to the United States. The difference is immediately noticeable. Ordering a simple fast food meal usually costs between $10 and $15. A medium latte often costs around $5. And if you're craving Vietnamese pho, expect to pay anywhere from $15 to $20 for a single bowl. That means the same amount of money that buys almost an entire day's worth of food in Vietnam may only buy one lunch in America. But there's an important reason behind these higher prices. American restaurants pay significantly more for labor, rent, insurance, and operating costs. So while the prices seem expensive to visitors, they're much more manageable for local residents with higher average incomes. Our next destination is Japan. Japan has a reputation for being expensive, but surprisingly, that's only half true. If you know where to eat, Japan can actually be much more affordable than many people expect. Walk into a small ramen shop and you'll find a steaming bowl of fresh ramen for around $7 to $10. Many restaurants even provide free water, and the service is incredibly fast. Convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart are another surprise. Fresh sandwiches, rice balls, bento boxes, even full meals are available 24 hours a day at surprisingly reasonable prices. However, fruits are a completely different story. A single premium apple can cost $5. A bunch of grapes can easily reach $20. Japan's strict farming standards and limited farmland make fresh fruit much more expensive than in many other countries. So while everyday meals are fairly affordable, luxury fruits are treated almost like expensive gifts. Now let's head south to Singapore. Singapore is one of the world's most modern cities. It's clean, efficient, and consistently ranked among the most expensive places to live. But food tells a different story. Instead of expensive restaurants, many locals choose to eat at hawker centers. These open-air food courts bring together dozens of family-owned stalls serving recipes that have been passed down for generations. For around 5 to 8 Singapore dollars, you can enjoy chicken rice, laksa, char kway teow, or many other local favorites. In fact, Singapore's hawker culture has even been recognized by UNESCO as part of the world's cultural heritage. Of course, if you choose a luxury restaurant, the bill can quickly reach $50 or more per person. Singapore proves that even one of the world's richest countries still offers affordable food if you know where to look. Finally, let's visit Switzerland, a country famous for snow-covered mountains, luxury watches, and unfortunately, very expensive food. Buying lunch here can be a shocking experience for first-time visitors. A simple hamburger often costs $20 to $25. A pizza can easily exceed $25. Ordering a steak dinner may cost more than $50. Even a regular cup of coffee can cost $6 or more. So why is Switzerland so expensive? The answer lies in its economy. Swiss workers earn some of the highest salaries in the world. Restaurants also face extremely high rent, labor costs, taxes, and strict food quality regulations. Everything adds up. For tourists, Switzerland can feel painfully expensive, but for many local residents, these prices are balanced by much higher incomes. Still, if you're traveling on a budget, you might think twice before ordering dessert. After comparing food prices around the world, one question naturally comes to mind. Why does the exact same meal cost $3 in one country but $30 in another? The answer is more complicated than you might think. First, wages play a huge role. In countries like Switzerland and the United States, restaurant employees earn much higher salaries than workers in many developing countries. Higher wages mean restaurants must charge more just to cover labor costs. Second, rent can make an enormous difference. A small restaurant in downtown Tokyo, New York, or Zurich may pay thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars every month just for its location. Those expenses eventually become part of the price you pay for your meal. Third, taxes, food safety regulations, and operating costs all add up. Some countries require businesses to follow extremely strict health and quality standards. While these rules improve food safety, they also increase the cost of running a restaurant. Another important factor is agriculture. Countries with warm climates and abundant farmland like Vietnam can grow fresh vegetables, fruits, and herbs throughout much of the year. That keeps local ingredients relatively affordable. On the other hand, countries with colder climates often need to import many types of food, adding transportation and storage costs before products even reach supermarket shelves. Finally, there's purchasing power. A $10 meal might feel expensive to a tourist, but for someone earning several $1,000s a month, that same meal may seem perfectly normal. That's why comparing food prices alone never tells the whole story. To truly understand affordability, we also have to consider local incomes and the overall cost of living. So, which country offers the best value for food? If you're simply looking for delicious meals at affordable prices, Vietnam is certainly one of the world's top destinations. Japan offers excellent quality at surprisingly reasonable prices. Singapore proves that great food doesn't always have to be expensive. And Switzerland reminds us that higher prices often reflect a much higher standard of living. At the end of the day, there isn't a single country that's objectively the cheapest or the most expensive. Everything depends on income, local economies, and how people live. But one thing is certain, food is much more than just fuel. It's culture, it's history, it's tradition, and no matter where you travel. Sharing a good meal is one of the best ways to experience a country. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which country's food prices surprised you the most? And if you had $10 to spend anywhere in the world, where would you go first? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next journey around the world.